Hello, Gateway Parks. How is everybody doing today? Welcome to Now You Know. This is our bi-weekly association update where you have the opportunity to ask some questions, interact with your association staff, and we will get on what's going on, any news, we'll share that here. So this is our second session. First one was pretty successful, I think, and hopefully it will just continue to grow. We only got a couple of questions that were new for this round, so I do want to remind you that you can put in the comments, and hopefully we will have time to get to those. This session should be between 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how much we have to go over and how many questions come in. So to pop those in, I will be watching for your questions, and we'll do the Q&A portion at the end of the session. So I am Shauna Camacho, and I'm the Lifestyle Director for the community. And I also have Brandon Norman on as well. He is the Community Manager.
Hello, everyone.
Again, welcome. I just wanted to do a couple of quick reminders. Some of this came out in recent newsletters, so just wanted to remind you guys that the offices are closed, the amenity center is currently closed, but staff is available by appointment, and we can meet you outside of the building. Otherwise, things that you might need like access cards, we are happy to program those for you and then door drop those. So we are also available by phone and email anytime during business hours. If you don't know our contact information, you can find that on the website, mygatewayparks.com. And you can also use the contact form on the website as well. And that comes to our email. So that's also a good way. Let's see. Wanted to remind you that the newsletter publishes tomorrow morning. So be on the lookout for that in your email. If you are not signed up to get the newsletter, go on over to the website and you can sign up from there as well. Our next Now You Know session is going to be on July 30th, if you want to put that on your calendars. That is also found on the event calendar on the website, so you can look there anytime to see when the next one is coming up. And I do want to note that we changed the time on that. We had a conflict with the 3 p.m. So moving forward, the time for these sessions every other Thursday is going to be 3:30. So just really quickly before I pass this over to Brandon, I wanted to do just a really quick tutorial. Should take probably less than a minute. Just for those who might have registered multiple, and then you can remember if you did register or if you didn't register, I just want to show you a really quick, easy way to see what you are registered for. So I'm just going to share my screen with you really quickly. So the way that you do that is you go to the website, mygatewayparks.com. You are going to log in. Okay, and then you'll notice that at the top of the screen, you'll see your name. So next to that, you'll see your profile. You're going to click on that, open up your profile. You scroll down. At the bottom of these links here under your profile is event registrations. If you click on that, that is going to show you everything that you are currently registered for. And if you have the ability to edit it, these are old on my screen and they were tests, but you should see an edit button. So you can click through that edit button and make changes you handle, or you can change the number that you registered for. So very easy. If you have any questions on that, let me know, but that's a really easy way just to see what you're registered for and just to make sure that you are registered for what you think you are, or if you need to cancel, you can do that very easily. So if there are any other things that you would like to know about or learn about, or just feel more confident about, let us know and we can go over that in our next session. So that's all I have. I'm going to pass it over to you, Brandon.
Awesome. Thanks, Shauna. Today I just wanted, we'll answer a couple questions we got a little bit later, but I just want to kind of go over the ACC or modification process with you all. Um, it is something, obviously, we have a little more time at home. There may be some projects we want to, you know, get done, or, if you're an opportunity, you can do those. That was fantastic. What my rule of thumb for modifications would be anything that's done outside, put in a modification for it. Really, it's just kind of covering your backside, to put it lightly, just to make sure that everything's on record. If any question comes up at any point, if you had submitted for it and it was approved, it's approved forever. So, that's just a way to make sure that even sometimes I've had situations years later, something comes up, somebody's complaining about something, or you just want to, if it's on file, it's on file. There's nothing anyone can do about it. So, um, Shauna, if you want to, sorry, kick onto your
Yeah.
share screen again. Um, so it's really simple on the mygatewayparks.com website. You log in there, go to resources, property modifications, and then I believe it has some information there that you can, yeah, it has some of the rules and stuff, that's great information to have. So it kind of tells you what you need to put in as well with your modification. So read over that. It has little normal everyday projects. The ones we see the most are on there. So then you would just hit request modification once you have all your information. So that's a fillable form. You go in there. This kind of has all the information of what's required as far as a review. Read through that. Then it's a fillable form, address, contact information, contractor name, phone number, for all that information, put it in, type of improvement, give as much information as possible. The more information, the better. It's they're looking at multiple ACCs or modifications, so they really want as much information as possible so they can make a quick decision. And you can put a description for attachment. So attach all the pertinent information to each one. Let's say you're doing a shed or a patio cover. Let's go with patio cover. Patio cover, you're going to need a survey plot, kind of. So that comes with your closing package. Everybody, being in a new home, you should have your survey available to you pretty easily. So on that, you just want to mark up where the location will be, what the offsets will be, and then drawings for measurements, scale, colors, materials, pictures. I always say pictures, pictures, pictures. As much information as possible, and attach it. And once that is done, an email comes to me. So I'll tell you kind of my end of things. I put the information together. If I have any questions, I'm going to email you back directly, and ask you for the information that we need to add to it, if there is any, and then maybe if there's any clarification I need for the committee, because I'm not the one making the decision. This is done by the board of directors, the developer. So I'm just gathering information and sending it on. So what I do is I gather it together, put it into another system that is shared with our developer team, and they have an individual that reviews all the applications. And the time I've been here, they are turned around very, very quickly. I mean, I haven't seen much go over a week, which is great because they have at least 30 days to get it done, and most of the time it just does not take that. So that is good. If they're, if they sometimes they'll come back with questions, I'll forward those to you. We'll just kind of work it until it's either approved or denied. Most of the time, things are approved from what I've seen. There's not much that's denied within reason. So if there's any questions about that process or any, oddball things you think might be unique to your circumstance, please reach out to me. I'm glad to answer any questions, help you walk through the process, let you know if there's any additional information we might need. So that's, like I said, I just want everybody to make sure that we can get, if we have it on file, it's on file forever and everybody's covered. So it's certainly worth doing to take that little bit of extra time, especially with the website being super simple. It should be a 5-minute process for you guys to gather the info, throw it on there, and I can pick up the ball and carry it and hopefully finish it out for you. Once again, any questions on that, always reach out to me and let me know. As far as ACC process, I know tomorrow is the newsletter as well. In the newsletter, I noted some things about compliance issues. So compliance is, in all honesty, one of my least favorite portions of my job, but it is one of the most critical because, if we don't all have, that's the point of living in an HOA. You want to continue to maintain the standard. So what I noted in there was some landscaping issues, anything as far as parking boats and trailers and things like that. Please take a moment to review those. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns about it. The landscaping issues, yards need to be mowed, treated for weeds, edged, and just kept up generally. I saw a lot that weren't, weeds weren't treated. And also a big one that I've seen in quite a few places, the beds are full of grass and weeds. So we want to try to alleviate that as much as possible. I know yard work in 110 degrees is not great. I do not look forward to it myself, but if you get a program together that's going to work, that would be best. As always, let me know any questions. I'm here to help. I'm not here to just throw letters out and make people angry at me. That, like I said, I don't enjoy that in the least. I want to help any way I can, get an understanding of what you're facing. If there's some way that I can help, then I want to do that for you. So, all right, Shauna, any questions? I know we got a couple here. You want to go ahead and do that, or?
Yeah, if you want to do those, I did have a few come in just really quickly. Maylee, you asked about overgrown brush at the end of Deer Path. I think we're going to need some more specifics to be able to identify who's responsible for that. It could be a builder lot, or are you talking about by the sidewalks? I think we just need a little bit more specifics to answer that. So I want to add to that, and then we can answer that in a few minutes.
I know there are certain areas that have some overgrown. If you want to be specific, please do. There are overgrown areas that are within the developer purview. I am trying to get in touch with the person that's going to help me get those fixed, because there are a few places that are really egregious, and I certainly have eyes and can see them. So I'm definitely working to get some resolution there.
Yeah, we had another question about overgrowth and weeds. So I'm not sure if they're talking about development that's, or undeveloped parts of the community, but
there's certain areas. So
and stuff like that.
Yeah, sorry, Shauna. If the lots individually, those are by the builders. So I'll try to reach out. I think David Weekly has recently done all theirs that I went when I was driving. We still need to make sure the lots are maintained. So if it's a lot, that's a builder. If there's drainage areas and sidewalks, and I'm pretty sure I know what folks are referencing. Those do need to be done by the developer, and I'm working to get those.
Emily wants to know if we will be getting umbrellas at the picnic tables for the grills are located behind the amenity center. There were plans to have umbrellas for those tables. I feel like there was a problem with the fittings, but I don't know personally whatever happened with that. So that's something that we can definitely follow up with the developer on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if they're umbrella ready, we can definitely. I don't see why we can't look into that for sure.
Okay. Yeah, just a lot of questions about the overgrowth. So you've kind of responded to that already. So
yeah, and just to let you all know, I completely understand where you're coming from on that. It is far beyond what it needs to be. So I apologize from my end. I'm trying to reach out and get a hold of the people that are necessary to make sure we can get this taken care of and not have this reoccur, to get it on a more realistic schedule. So I'm working on it. I definitely understand why there's that many questions. So, the other questions I got from, I believe it was Keisha, was, do you know where they are building across from Amazon? I believe that is Amazon, from what I understand. There's another
That
building.
is she talking about the Goodyear distribution?
Right. Well, that's
across from Gateway.
Yeah, that's there, but they started building another, and I believe that's the other portion of Amazon, from what I understand. So there's that one Amazon facility, and there's even a bigger one going across from. That's my understanding. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
I do not have. That's not a part.
I didn't even know there was a second one coming in.
Yeah, I actually saw it yesterday. They're moving dirt a bunch now. So yeah, I believe that is the other portion of the Amazon facility, because it's a massive project.
Yeah.
So I believe that is what that is. And then the other question, do you think there will be any more community centers with pools and such and build phase 2? No, there will not be. The development plan is, the amenities are built out. So there will be no additional amenities. Just a couple parks probably, I think, are in the additional phases. Then the hike and bike stuff, I think, is going to come into play more as the development grows. But no, not as far as pools or anything like that. No other buildings or ancillary facilities like that.
Okay. I don't see anything new coming in here. So yeah, that'll cover it. I did want to mention that I was asked about some questions that were asked on the last session that were development related, and that we weren't sure on. Brandon is reaching out to get some updates on the development that we can share with you. So as soon as we have those, Brandon, we'll be sharing any news on that front.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to ask if if there's any plans, or with the situation we're in with the COVID-19, things like that. We're real seeing a slowdown just in general of really getting gung-ho about continuing on until people see exactly what it's going to look like. So luckily, it seems like we're still getting new folks moving in. It looks like there's still building going on, so that's great. If we could continue in that vein, I think we're all going to be in really great shape and continue to build this the beautiful community you have. So I'm looking forward to that. Anything else?
I don't think so. I'll just remind you again, the newsletter is coming out tomorrow, so check that out. We do have a couple of events this weekend. One I think is going to be really fun. We're going to do another City Quest. And as you know, we are not doing in-person events right now. We're doing a lot of, door drops and a lot of things that we can do via Zoom or do at home independently. And so, I just posted some new things, and I'm working on some other ideas. So if there's anything that you would love to see, let me know. If there's anything that we've done that you really liked and you'd like to do again, let me know that as well. And that's really all I have. I appreciate you guys taking the time to chat with us and submit your questions, and look forward to the next one. Again, that one is going to be on July 30th, and you can also find that on the event calendar. So I guess, Brandon, if you don't have anything else, we'll say goodbye, and definitely see you next time.
Absolutely. Thank you all. Thanks, Shauna.